Do you remember that time when I went on stage at the Apollo,
no. Oh, God.
Hammersmith Apollo,
Yeah.
and I debunked Darren Brown? I came on stage, he gave me a little piece of paper and a pen, and I had to write down, like, my loved one that I wanted to speak to. Darren Brown comes on stage and he says, is there an Alistair on stage or something like that? So I'm like, oh, yeah, that's me. So he goes, come here. So I'm standing on stage with Darren Brown, and he says, there's a presence here. And I'm thinking, is there? So he goes, I think there's, you're trying to get in touch with someone whose name begins with an F. Is that right? Is that right? And I go, yeah. That's what I wrote on a piece of paper. Is it? I feel like it might be a Frank, and I'm going, yeah, Frank. So then he says, I think he's here, but has he got a limp? And the interesting fact I'd put about my great uncle Frank was that he actually only had one leg that he'd lost in the war.
At that point, there was an audible gasp.
And he starts away. He says, oh, he's proud of you, and all of this kind of stuff. And
what would he be proud of?
And then I get to sit down and you go, ow, I didn't know you had a great Uncle Frank. And I looked you square in the eye. And what did I say?
I don't.
I don't. Made the whole thing up.
He made the whole thing up?
Made the whole thing up.